Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emmerdale spoilers next week: surprise return, desperate revenge, and a big health decision. A former couple also kiss next week, leaving another villager crushed. Carrie Wyatt makes an unexpected return to Emmerdale next week, but is she telling the truth? It's been over a year since Carrie left the village in late 2022 in the wake of her fiancé Al Chapman's death. Struggling with her loss, Carrie landed a job on a cruise ship. Encouraged by Chaz Dingle, she packed up her things and left both of her daughters, Amy and Chloe, behind, at the time, completely unaware of what Al had been up to with Chaz behind her back. During her time away, Chaz's affair has been exposed. Chloe's dad made an appearance in the village before being killed by Charity Dingle, and Chloe has since left the Dales with her son, Reuben. Next week, Amy and her fiancé Maddie set a date for their wedding but are shocked when Carrie is dropped off by PC Swirling, unmistakably dressed as Cher. Swirling soon leaves them to allow Carrie to explain the story of how she has been falsely accused of stealing by her fiancé. After a heated argument, genuinely affectionate Carrie leaves Amy hopeful when she promises she didn't commit the theft and is back to be a good mom to her family. Elsewhere, a thoughtful Nate Robinson is galvanized by Moira and Kane Dingle's support when they encourage him to return to work and exercise his rights as a partner in the car firm. Caleb Milligan's receptive, despite wife Ruby's cynical comments, but says he needs time to organize the accounts to show Nate, leaving Ruby suspicious. Soon, Ruby reveals she knows Caleb's hiding something in the car company finances. Caleb reluctantly agrees to show her everything. Later, attempting to clear the air, Caleb tries to chat to Nate about the business, but Nate is no longer interested in engaging with his uncle and threatens him for pushing it, but Caleb's more worried as Kim Tate watches with interest. Soon confirming that Ruby still intends to help her bring down Caleb, scheming Kim finds a way to rile up Nate. Soon, clocking Caleb talking to Tracy, Nate confronts him and demands to be bought out of the business. Agitated Caleb claims he's unable, and Nate turns to violence as satisfied Kim watches. Nate's eventually pulled away by Kane, jolted to hear his daughter Frankie has seen his aggression. Nate is convinced that nobody cares about him and desperate for revenge, he leaves Kane anxious as to what his son will do next. Later, once Nate's returned, Aaron Dingle encourages him to get back at Caleb, but is alarmed when Nate asks him to help steal some of the business cars. Feeling unable to help, guilty Aaron leaves, but can see Nate's determination to follow through with the plan. Later at Butler's, Aaron talks to a reluctant Kane about Nate. Promising a chance at payback and to help his son, Kane's determined to join Aaron and assist with Nate's car-stealing plan. As Nate drives off with the last of Caleb's stolen cars, Aaron and Kane take a step further to reaching a truce. Soon, Nate tells them he has another plan for Caleb's car. Discovering the theft of his cars, Caleb's accosted by Ruby in Mill Cottage, who's upset from Caleb's emotional betrayal with Tracy. He tries to reassure her, but Ruby insists on action and demands he turn Tracy against him. He leaves Ruby angry and vulnerable as he heads out on the phone. But once outside, he discovers Nate, handing over the Bentley badge, telling him that's all that's left of his car as the rest has been crushed. Caleb's incredulous to see Aaron and Kane, realizing they're responsible for the thefts. The humiliation of their laughter is only compounded by scathing Ruby, cutting him to the core. Already struggling with the insurance company over his stolen cars, Caleb's even more worried when malicious Ruby suggests he should ruin today's nursery presentation to prove his loyalties lie with her and not Tracy. And on the subject of the Dingles, Vinny accidentally reveals to Chaz that Aaron has no intention of getting the BRCA2 gene test. Fuming at Vinny, Lydia intervenes and tells Aaron about Chaz's appointment that day. Soon, nervous Chaz is bolstered by Aaron's support as he joins her for the hospital appointment, and she reveals her intention to have a double mastectomy. Later, Chaz tells her how afraid she is, and is comforted as she finally gives into tears. Soon, Aaron requests his referral for the gene test. Also, Rona Goskirk realizes Gus is deceiving her and promises to continue fighting until Ivy is under her care. Gail Lohman holds karaoke at the Woolpack and Vanessa Woodfield uses it as an opportunity to sing her way back into Susie Merton's heart. Heartfelt, Vanessa and Susie kiss, as gutted Mary Goskirk watches on. And Mackenzie Boyd's relieved to hear that no charges are being pressed, and goes to hug his wife Charity, but she flinches out of his grasp. However, he's encouraged when Charity texts to say he can bring the kids round tomorrow. Welcoming the kids that afternoon, Charity feels overwhelmed but puts on an act for their benefit. She hesitates to say how she feels to Mac, but he understands, and they separately sense progress has been made.